We'll need a ride. Mine's getting some bodywork done.
Differences from the original mission. Enemies use different weapons. In the second phase, a truck replaces one of the two sentinels.
The Blood Feather Triad have a storehouse around the block. We shall see what excuses they have to offer.
Okay, so what's all this talk of business?
Some small-time Vietnamese gangs have been making trouble lately. This is a place. Come on, it's this way.
No need to wait for Woozy. Just run ahead.
Respect my vibe.
The Triad
Eliminate
must
all
have
enemies
vengeance.
ahead. Another difference. The Sentinel enemy cars have been replaced with Emperor.
Welcome to America.
Keep them busy.
After clearing this area, move the car blocking the path so that Woozy doesn't get stuck.
Now stay cool.
Quick! You drive. I'll send them
Once
back
in the
to
vehicle, drive away quickly. Then exit the vehicle. Eliminate the incoming enemies from the car behind you.
Keep driving. I'll take care of these murderous scum. Thank you, Carl. You saved me from having to kill them all myself. Okay, let's get back to my place.
Once the enemies are down, escort Woozy home safely. After this mission, you can press Tab H simultaneously to spawn a PCJ 600 for $250 at your current location. First, get into the elegy next to you and drive to the airport. The difference from the original mission is that the enemies chasing you have stronger weapons. Once you arrive at the airport parking lot, get into the target vehicle. After the cutscene, immediately get out of the car and take down the approaching enemy.
Let me show you this.
Get back in the car and exit the parking lot. After leaving the parking lot, you can run over the first enemy you encounter. A bit further ahead, enemies will have blocked the road with a truck. Don't get too close. Get out of the car and take down the two enemies near the truck from a distance. I used a sniper rifle from a previous mission. If you don't have a sniper rifle, you can move a bit closer and shoot them from there, but don't bring the car too close to avoid unnecessary damage. When you reach this area, park your car off the road, get out, and wait for the two motorcycle enemies approaching you to fall into the water. My original plan was to jump into the water myself and lure the motorcyclists in, then swim to the shore a bit further ahead. However, after waiting a little, I realized they fell into the water on their own without me having to jump.
They don't give hand jobs.
Once the motorcyclists are in the water, get back in your car and safely drive it to the target location. The garage where you drop off the car is in the same location as in the original game. When the mission starts, get in the car and drive to the target location. The target location is Angel Pine. There's no change here. The difference from the original mission is that instead of a Rancher, we are using a Ballista Rally. This vehicle was added with this mod, and it's a modified version of the original game's Ballista Compact. It has excellent handling and is also fast. Other than that, I don't think there are any differences. However, the motorcycle enemies chasing us later might have stronger weapons or increased accuracy, because when you get hit, the car's health drops very quickly. Also, the enemies are using dirty Sanchez bikes instead of regular Sanchez bikes. These were also added with the mod and haven't replaced the original Sanchez. I've seen both in the game. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it might be faster.
license you got? Fishing license?
When you finally reach the location, ignore the motorcyclists chasing you and just focus on driving through the checkpoints to complete the route. By the time you pass the first 2 checkpoints, your car will likely lose about half its health. But if you drive fast and avoid crashing, they won't be able to catch up, and you can complete the mission without taking any more damage. You need to increase your lung capacity before starting this mission. To do that, jump into any body of water. Hold the left mouse button to dive and press shift to swim underwater. Stay underwater until your blue breath bar runs out, then surface. Don't worry, you won't die instantly if the bar empties. Instead, it drains your health. Once you surface, wait for your breath bar to refill, then repeat the process. Around 25 to 30% lung capacity should be enough for this mission. I actually started with only 10%, but the higher your lung capacity, the longer you can stay underwater. Once you're ready, start the mission. Get into the elegy next to you and drive to the marker. In this mod, enemies use guns instead of knives. In the original game, you got the knife later on the ship, not here. A faster but riskier method is to swim to the small nearby island, take out the enemies on the boats, and steal one to reach the ship. But this wastes bullets. A slower but safer way is to just swim all the way to the ship. Swim underwater until you need air, then surface and wait for your breath bar to refill. If you don't move on the surface, you can reach the ship without alerting anyone. Once on board, you can use either a knife or a silenced pistol to take down enemies quietly. After planting the bug, jump into the water and swim back to shore to finish the mission.
He must have got trapped down.
You don't really need to shoot the enemies here. The helicopter is going to crash either way. As if losing all our weapons wasn't bad enough, we also lose our clothes in this mission. Besides that, the enemies have stronger weapons, and you start with very low health. Also, in the sword fight at the end, there are 2 additional enemies compared to the original mission.
I see him!
They're all over the containers!
I got him, man! Right in my sight!
Hit those Nang bastards! RPG! RPG!
Where? Which side?
We're hit! We're going down! Brace for impact!
Ah, man, that hurt. Damn. Lost everything but my blade.
Once you board the ship, take out the first enemy and grab his weapon. Take down the first 3 enemies quietly and pick up their guns. You can use them to deal with the rest of the enemies. Another difference from the original mission is that the enemy helicopter flying above me right now wasn't there before. Move forward slowly, carefully eliminating enemies in your path. By the way, while editing this, I just noticed that all my tattoos are gone. I had a bunch of tattoos.
Bitch. Welcome to America. You enjoying yourself?
Damn! I'm moving in. I got
Yeah, it's heat. What the
Stick this up!
What did you expect? It's America.
Dumb bastard. Bastard shitface.
Oh, look, a gun. Oh!
That's your last day.
Now you better shut up.
Well, game over for you.
Oh! Hey, we'll
See how you cool. Watch it. Sausage.
Oh! See it.